So you've got an Apple Watch to set up for your kid. Let me show you exactly how to do it. It's really easy and I'm going to take you through it step by step. So in this video, I'll show you how to get the watch set up and connected to a cellular plan. Then I'll go through the important settings that keep it safe, like how to choose exactly which contacts your child can message and call, how to turn on location so you can see where they are in Find My, setting up school time, which limits the watch during school hours, and screen time, where you can set downtime and app limits to manage how much they're on it. A few quick things to know before you get started. The first one is that your child doesn't need their own phone. They don't even need an iPad. The only thing you need is for you, the parent, to have an iPhone. That's it. Now here's the important part when getting your child an Apple Watch. It has to be a cellular model. It can't be the GPS only one, because those can't be set up properly for kids. The watch I'll be using today is the Apple Watch SE3. That's the most affordable Apple Watch in the range. Apple did send me this watch as a loan so I could test it out. But if you've recently upgraded your own watch and your old one has cellular, you can hand that down to your child instead. Really, you can just use about any Apple Watch as long as it has cellular. Last thing is the cellular plan. You can add your mobile provider during the setup itself or do it later on. Either way is fine. You'll just need to sign up to a watch plan with your mobile provider. I'm using a Telstra watch plan because that's our mobile provider. But if you don't use Telstra, that's fine. Just check with your provider that they offer a watch plan. All right, let's get into it. So once you've taken the watch out of the box and turned it on, you should have something like this on the screen. And then what you'll need to do is get your iPhone, so the parent iPhone that you're going to be setting the watch up with, and we'll just unlock it and bring it next to the watch. And you can see when you bring it close to the watch, it comes up with this screen here. And then we're just going to tap continue. So then on this screen here, you have the option to set the watch up for yourself or set up for a family member. And because we're setting this up for our child, we want to set it up as a family member. And then we want to go continue. And you can read through the data and privacy if you like. Continue, how it works, continue. And then we need to pair the watch to the phone. So we just pick the phone up and scan this little picture on the watch. And then now it's paired. And then we'll go set up Apple Watch. And then here you can choose which wrist your child will wear it on. My daughter likes it on the left wrist, so we'll go continue. You can read through the terms and conditions and we'll go agree. And then here we can set up the text size. So you can make it nice and big if you need to, or smaller. I'll leave it on the default and go continue. And then you can create a passcode. So you want to make this number something that your child can remember, because when they put their watch on, they will need to put in this passcode. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 just for this video, but you probably want something a little bit better than that. Oh, it's even telling me that it's easy to guess. Do I want to change it? But I'm just going to use this one anyway for the video. And now it's setting up family sharing. And then on this screen is where you can choose your child. So if your child already has an iCloud account, they will already be in this list and you can just select them. But if they don't have an account yet, you can go add family member and then you can create a new Apple account for them. But I've already set up an account. I've just called it Demo Kid just to show you for this demonstration. So I'm going to select Demo Kid and then I need to enter the iCloud password for that child. And so then it's asking, do we want to share Demo's location with the family? So the family are the other people that were in the list. So for me, I have my husband and my daughter. For me, I do want to share my child's location so I can see where they are in Find My. We're going to click Share Location. So the next step is to set up the eSIM. So the Apple Watch has mobile data on it. So when it's away from home and it's not on the Wi-Fi, you can still contact your child. They can make phone calls or message you, and Find My Works. So I'll pop up on the screen the setup for that because I've already done it on the actual setup for my daughter's watch. This is just sort of a demo run through for you. So once you get to this screen, it'll say like mobile setup, and then you just click set up mobile. Then that will take you to a web page. So for me, it was a Telstra web page, and then I log into my Telstra account, and every mobile provider is probably going to be a little bit different, but you should get a sign in page to your provider. And then for me, I just had to select a watch plan. Then I just had to approve the purchase for the watch plan. And then there was like an activation screen. And once I activated that, it came back to this screen. And then it said that the watch plan was activated on the watch. So I'm just going to go continue and skip that for now. But that was the process. It was really easy. We'll go continue. And then if you want to have Wi-Fi on the watch, which you probably do, so you're not using all of the data off of your mobile phone plan, I'm going to turn on our home Wi-Fi. And then the next one is location services. So that's going to help with Apple Maps and stuff like that. So I want to enable location services. You can choose whether your child gets access to Siri. I'm going to go use Siri. I'm going to go with number 2. Go next. And then you can choose if you want to share the watch analytics with Apple. So I'm happy just to share that. And then it's going to sign into the Apple Watch. And then next you have the option to enable messages in iCloud. I want to enable that so my daughter can message me. And you also have the option to set up health data. I'm going to request health data. And then over on the watch, we're just going to go share. So next we have safety, which is the emergency SOS. So you can see here, demo can hold the side button to call emergency services and notify emergency contacts. So it's probably a good idea to let your child know that if they hold down this side button, it will contact emergency services. So you have to hold it down for a few seconds and then it will come up on the screen. But that's just something good to teach your child just in case they are in an emergency and need help. So we're going to go continue. So for this screen is where you will set the emergency contacts for your child. So when they do use that emergency SOS, you're also going to get a message. So in here is where I would add myself and my husband. So we'll just go continue. And then next we have medical ID. So in an emergency, a medical ID can be accessed by pressing the side button. This information can help first responders to provide better care. So you can come in here and just go set up medical ID. And you can also do this on your watch as well, which is always a good thing to have. So you would come through and add things in, like if your child's on any medications or have any allergies. You can add a photo so they can make sure that they are helping the right person, any conditions and additional information and notes. It's a good idea just to add some information in here as well. And then once you've done that, you can just tick. Then you have the option to share medical information during an emergency call. So it says Apple Watch can automatically send the information in Demo's medical ID to the dispatcher who's answering the call. If you're happy for the emergency services to see the medical ID information while the child's on the call, you can share this. So I'm just going to go share medical ID information. And then next we have personal health and fitness. So you can fill out this information if you want to. So then you have the option to set up activity. So if we just go set up activity here, for kids, they use move minutes. So instead of counting calories and stuff like that, for kids, they have a certain amount of minutes that they should be moving. So you can choose what you would like for your child and then set that as the goal. So you can go through all of these settings and customize it for your child. And then next you can choose if you want to track their workout route. And I'm just going to go enable. And then on this screen is where we're going to be adding contacts for the child. So if we go set up contacts, you can create a contact card for your child. So if you want to create one for your child, you can go create contact card. And in here, you can choose a photo or an emoji as their picture, add in their name. If they have an email address, you can set certain ringtones for them and stuff like that, their address, any of that information in there. And then you can update your contact card. We're just going to go skip. And now we're going to add a few other contacts for demo. So let's go add contacts. And then this is going to bring up my phone's contact list. And I can go through and add anyone that I want my child to have access to. So for us, we like to keep this list small and just add us and the grandparents, but you can choose anyone you like, whether they have siblings you want to add or other family members or close friends. You can add them all in here. And you can also later on in settings add people if you find down the track that you want to add someone new. Okay, so next we have school time. So it says here, school time can help demo focus during school hours by blocking access to apps and notifications. You can adjust the schedule for school time in the Apple Watch app on your iPhone. So we're going to turn on school time, and then in here you can add your child's school hours. So if they go to school every weekday, you can just select every weekday, or you can also customize it. And then you'll come in here and put their school hours. So if they start at 8:30, we can choose 8:30. Oh, I clicked too far and it took me out of that screen after I added 8:30. But I'll show you in the settings where you can make changes to school time. So we're just going to go done. And now it's brought us to the Apple Watch app screen. So if I just close out, you can see on your phone, you'll have the Watch app. So if we just go back into school time, and you can see in here, you can edit the schedule and go back to where we just were and add their school hours in. And so then when school time turns on, it will bring up the yellow clock on the screen and they won't be able to play around too much with their phone. Once the setup is done, it'll open up the Watch app where you can go through and customize some more things, but you're probably also going to have an update on your watch to do. So I would recommend doing that straight away. And then I'm going to go start. And then it's going to take you through a tutorial on how to navigate the watch. So the watch is set up. Now let's go through the settings that keep it safe. Quick thing to know first, you'll manage all of these settings from your iPhone and they live in 2 spots. Most of the settings are in the Watch app, but a few like screen time and contacts are in the iPhone settings under Family instead. Don't worry, I'll show you where to find everything as we go. So for contacts, we added your child's contacts during the setup. But if you want to go back in and make changes or add someone new, here's where you go. Open your iPhone settings, tap Family, then tap the child you want to update, then tap Screen Time and go to Communication Limits. In here under Manage Kids Contacts, tap Contacts. That's where you'll add or edit who's on their watch. And one quick thing, if your child also has an iPad, all of these settings sync across it too. They're tied to your child's account, so you can set them up once and you're covered for both. Next, let's take a look at location. In the Find My app on your iPhone, you'll see exactly where your child is. You can also set up alerts so your phone tells you when they get to school or when they leave. To do it, open Find My and tap People. Tap your child, then under Notifications, tap Add. You can also choose to notify you or notify your child. I'll go with Notify Me. From there, pick a place, like their school so you know when they leave, or home so you know when they arrive. You can make it a one-off or have it happen every time. Now let's have a look at school time. To find it, open the Watch app, tap your child's watch, and then scroll down to school time. We already turned school time on during the initial setup, but this is where you set the schedule or turn it off during the school holidays. Just pick the days and time your child goes to school. When school time is turned on, the watch face turns yellow and your child can't change it. That's handy at school so the teachers can see at a glance that the watch is in lockdown. And your child can still briefly tap out of it themselves if they need to, so it's not fully locked, but you get a report of when they did and for how long. And lastly is screen time. This is where you can manage how much they're actually on the watch. Open the Watch app, tap your child's watch, then open screen time. That opens your iPhone screen time settings under Family, which is where this all lives. Inside, you've got downtime, which sets quiet hours like bedtime when the watch winds down, and always allowed, where you can pick the apps that are always allowed to work even in downtime. Things like messages, so they can always reach you. I won't go through every single option, but that's exactly where you'll find them. And that's pretty much it for this video. Your child's Apple Watch should now be all set up and ready to go. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try get to them. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.